Hi guys, and welcome back to Top Tier Info on Whatever. In today's video, I'll be speaking on signs to recognize unhealthy animals through observation. So observation is key when you're dealing with animals. You can tell a lot about an animal's health by observing them. Signs to look out for includes physical appearance, their behavioral changes, their elimination habits, their breeding habits, and other environmental factors. So when it comes on to physical appearance, when you look at an animal's weight, you should be able to tell whether or not that animal is converting the feed to weight or converting the feed to muscle. So if the animal is underweight or overweight compared to its breed standard, you can tell that this animal is not in a good health condition. Also, when you look at the coat or the fur of the animal, you look for signs of dullness, you look for patchiness, you look for excessive shedding or bald spots. And if an animal's coat, like a goat coat, if it looks rugged, it just looks rugged and rough, then you can tell a lot by the coat. You can tell if the animal is being affected by internal parasites by just looking at their coat. When you look at their eyes, you have to look to see if their eyes are clear and bright, or if they are cloudy or have discharge. Because, and a lot of times people actually can check the pharmacia of the animal. That's to check the pink tissue to see if it's pink or if it's white. Because if the animal is being affected by internal parasites, like certain internal parasites, like the color of the pharmacia, it will range. So you have from bright pink to light pink to white. So if the pharmacia looks white, if the tissue looks white, then you can tell that this animal is really affected by internal parasites. That's severe. That is severe. That is severe. If the pharmacia, if you check the pharmacia and it's white, that is severe. So these photos now, if you look at this calf, you can see how the coat is patched. You can see that some of the hair on the animal's skin is removed. You can tell that this animal is really sick. Some of the hair is removed. If you look at this cat, the hair on the cat is rugged, and if you look closely at the cat's eye as well, you can tell that this cat is a sick cat. This goat right there, this goat K right here, the coat is rugged. So that's a sign of internal parasite. If you look at the dog's eye right here, how it just looks droopy, and you can see like there's discharge, it looks like it's filled with water. You can tell that this is a sick animal. And this goat, you look at the eye, you can see how dull it is. You can tell that this goat is a sick animal as well. So when you're checking their behavioral signs now, you have to look at their appetite. So you look in changes in their eating habits. So if this animal used to be a vibrant animal, it used to just be eating, and now this animal is sort of isolated and not eating, like you can tell that this animal is a sick animal. So decreased appetite or sudden increase in hunger, you know that something is radically wrong with this animal. First, if you see that the animal is like drinking water, there's an increase in the animal's water intake, or there's a decrease in the animal's water intake, you can tell that this animal is sick. And that's why it's good for you to observe your animals so you can notice when there's a change in their behavior. Activity level. If you notice changes in energy levels, lethargy, or reluctance to move, then you know a sick animal will always isolate themselves. They will always isolate themselves from the rest of the herd. So you'll see the rest of the herd in one place, and then a sick animal will isolate themselves and they'll be by themselves, either laying down or standing, whatever the case may be, but they will always isolate themselves. Vocalization. If you hear unusual vocalization such as whimpering, excessive barking, or meowing or growling, then you know that this animal is not in a good health condition. As I said before, isolation. So when you look at their social interaction, withdrawal from social interaction or aggression towards other animals or humans. And if they don't normally do this, then you can really visibly notice that something is wrong with this animal. The animal is hiding more than usual. It might indicate discomfort or illness, restlessness. If there is continuous pacing or inability to settle down, that may suggest discomfort. So in this case now, if you look at these cats right here, right? If you look outwardly, animals, they normally stay together, they group together. So if you look at the far back, you can see an animal that is singled out. That animal is by itself, right? So if you see stuff like this, then you know that something may be wrong with that animal. You may need to check on that animal to see if something is wrong. If you look at this dog right here, its posture, by its posture you can tell that something is wrong with this dog. This goat kid right here is just constantly being vocal, just constantly crying. So you know that something is wrong with this goat kid. And if you look at the hide is a little dull as well. So you need to pay attention to your animals, because you can't afford to lose your animals because of neglect. So you need to pay keen attention to your animals. Animals, they're like children. You need to pay attention to your children. You need to know when they're sick so you can take them to the doctor. It's the same with your animals. You need to know when they're sick so you can administer the right medication to them or do what you need to do to ensure that they get better. Their elimination habits. So urination. If you notice a change in the frequency or the color or the odor, or they have difficulty urinating, then you know that something is wrong with the animal. Defecation. If you notice diarrhea, scores in pigs. So if you notice diarrhea, also called scores in like the smaller animals like piglets, calves, like goat kids. Constipation. If you see blood in their stool, or you notice that they have difficulty in passing their stool, then you may need to check that out. You may need to contact a veterinarian to come sort that problem out for you. Breathing. If they have labored breathing, if you notice that they're wheezing, they're coughing, or had an abnormal respiratory sounds, you know that something is wrong with them. You need to pay attention to your animals. Pay attention to your animals. So, environmental factors. The changes in the animal's environment, such as their temperature, humidity, or exposure to toxins. So here is a table. You can see there's a table with the different animal species and the temperature that the normal temperature for them. So cattle, for the adult cattle, the normal temperature ranges from 37.8 degrees Celsius to 39.2 degrees Celsius. For the calf, it ranges from 38.5 degrees Celsius to 39.8 degrees Celsius. For the adult horse, it ranges from 37.2 to 38 degrees Celsius. For the foal, which is the offspring of the adult horse, it ranges from 37.5 to 38.5 degrees Celsius. For the sheep, it ranges from 38.9 to 40 degrees Celsius. For the goat, it ranges from 38.6 to 40.2 degrees Celsius. For the adult pigs, it ranges from 37.8 to 38.9 degrees Celsius. For the piglets, it ranges from 38.9 to 40 degrees Celsius. For the small dog, it ranges from 38.6 to 39.2 degrees Celsius. For the large dog, it ranges from 37.5 to 38.6 degrees Celsius. For the cat, it ranges from 37.8 to 39.2. And for chicken, it ranges from, it is 41.7. So if you notice that there is a change in their temperature, and you use a thermometer to check the temperature, then you will notice that something is wrong with the animal. You need to come to the veterinarian to deal with it. So let's pay keen attention to your animals. Take good care of your animals. Have good animal welfare. And thank you guys for watching this video. Bye until next time.